With Allah's blessings and binding national resolve, people of all hues and colors, age, gender, ethnicity, or creed stood firm and tall like a wall of steel, leading to a renewed spirit of patriotism and national fervor, which prevails across the length and breadth of Pakistan. Our collective success has re-energized and strengthened the proud and illustrious memories of our earlier successes. Pakistan once again came out victorious against a treacherous enemy marked by strategic blindness and naivety and filled with hubris and rhetoric about its misguided hegemonic ambitions. India's eagerness to adjudge culpability, evasion of neutral investigations, and staging self-created evidence was indicative of politicization of terrorism for vested interests of the ruling regime. Pakistan, on the other hand, gained deep respect and admiration of the people of Pakistan and international community because of the legitimacy and clear victory against a numerically superior adversary. Internally, it has further unified our nation and strengthened our resolve to defend against any threat, whether external or internal. It has reinforced the confidence, particularly amongst the youth, that the armed forces of Pakistan are an essential element of national power and trusted with the responsibility to protect the sovereignty and territorial integrity of the state. Let me assure the nation that with the help and mercies of Allah Almighty and support of people, we will not lose an inch of this sacred land. And from here on, you all shall be contributing to the same cause and great enterprise. I very proudly salute the valor of the people of Pakistan, every soldier, sailor, airman, the brave men, women, children, and elderly who laid their lives during these testing times, and to the Ghazis who fought with utmost conviction to defend the motherland at all cost. The national leadership, bureaucracy, scholars, scientists, media, academia, and most importantly, the youth deserve rich tribute for standing firmly against aggression. Our Shohda, who have sacrificed for the creation and later preservation of this great country, deserve highest recognition. We owe our deepest respect for the martyrs and their families, because of whom we enjoy freedom and independence. You are the heirs of martyrs. Live worthy of their memory. My dear cadets, you should all be absolutely proud of the fact that you are being commissioned in one of the finest armies across the world, which is second to none, respected by all and sundry. This demands your absolute loyalty to Pakistan, to the armed forces, and the sacred task being entrusted onto your shoulders. It warrants highest standards of courage, conviction, discipline, and professionalism. It demands your blood and toil and consistent hardship rise up to the expectations of the people of Pakistan and to the standards commensurate to the trust reposed in you. Remember, our enemies are hell-bent upon driving a wedge between our people and armed forces for their ulterior motives. Let me remind them that the bond between the people and armed forces is unshakable. For you all, nothing should be more sacred than the safety and security of the people of Pakistan, and no duty more binding than the defense of our beloved motherland. Ladies and gentlemen, the defense doctrine of Pakistan is predicated on credible deterrence and perpetual readiness, encompassing the full spectrum of capabilities. As a professional standing army, our conventional prowess through constant doctrinal and technological evolution has been optimized into a dynamic integrated, and adaptive force. You should all understand the need for intellectual readiness and technological advancements, embrace innovation, lifelong learning, and adaptability to meet modern threats. The battle-hardened army, which has fought for over 2 decades in the sub-conventional domain, has successfully displayed its capabilities in conventional domain as well by delivering a swift and decisive blow to the adversary. Should a fresh wave of hostilities be triggered, Pakistan would respond much beyond the expectations of the initiators. With diminishing distinction between combat and communication zones, the reach and lethality of our weapon systems will shatter the misconceived immunity of India's geographic vastness. The deeply hurting retributive military and economic losses inflicted will be much beyond the imagination and calculations of the perpetrators of chaos and instability. I advise and firmly caution the Indian military leadership that there is no space for war in a nuclearized environment. Settle the core issues with Pakistan as per the international norms on the basis of equality and mutual respect. We will never be intimidated nor coerced by your rhetoric and shall respond decisively beyond proportions to even a minor provocation without any qualms. The onus of ensuing escalation, one that may ultimately bear catastrophic consequences for the entire region and beyond, will squarely lie with India. Dear cadets, ladies and gentlemen, the world is witnessing increased fragility and volatility with a discernible shift towards violence as an instrument for attaining political objectives. Amidst the chaos, Pakistan has successfully emerged as a net regional stabilizer in our region. Our relations with key global and regional powers, particularly Muslim countries, have further strengthened. Pakistan has persistently proven to be a key contributor towards peace and stability in the region and beyond. Our armed forces contribute immensely to United Nations peacekeeping missions across the globe. The recent strategic mutual defense agreement with Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is a reinforcement and formalization of Pakistan-Saudi brotherhood and a step towards ensuring peace and stability in the Middle East and South Asia. For people and armed forces of Pakistan, it's a moment of unique pride to reaffirm our faithful commitment to defense of Haramain Sharifan, as eternalized by the sublime words of Allama Iqbal, "Ek ho Muslim, haram ki pasbani ke liye, नील के साहिल से लेकर ताबखा के काशगर." Pakistan has also made humble contributions towards peaceful steering of the negotiations with Iran. Our relations with all other Muslim countries are thriving at an exponential pace. Most significantly, we stand proud of our historic and all-weather strategic cooperative partnership with People's Republic of China. Re-energization of strong and growing relations with the United States of America is an encouraging and welcome development. President Trump's personal efforts and strategic leadership to bring peace to multiple conflict-prone areas of the world are really praiseworthy. We will further nurture these relations with key global and regional players for the interest of peace, security, and development. Ladies and gentlemen, having failed in its belligerence against Pakistan in Operation Marka-e-Haq, India continues with state-sponsored terrorism as a preferred policy. Our adversaries' use of Fitna al-Hind and Fitna al-Khawarij as hired guns exposes its covering hypocritical, and heinous face to the world. Equally disconcerting is the use of Afghan soil for terrorism in Pakistan. We urge the people of Afghanistan to choose mutual security over perpetual violence and progress over hardline obscurantism. Taliban regime must rein in the proxies who have sanctuaries in Afghanistan and are using Afghan soil to perpetrate heinous attacks inside Pakistan. The law enforcement agencies and the armed forces, with the support of the brave people of Pakistan, particularly of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Balochistan, will surely defeat this menace as well. Be rest assured that, like our victory in the conventional domain, every state proxy of our neighbor will be razed to dust, inshallah. Like we stood firm against a much larger adversary, we shall persevere and never bow before a handful of misguided terrorists having perverted interpretation of Islam. Rest assured that Pakistan is a peace-loving nation and shall ensure peace within and peace without.